Now, I said I wanted to come back to this whole land of India. Now, this is very, very important because I found this article which speaks about the so-called confusion between India and Ethiopia. Now, it's quite a short um, study, but I'm not going to read you all of it. Just a few things I'm going to pick out. But you can read it if you want to because it's very fascinating. Let's just read some of these parts. It says here, now this is a confusion between India and Ethiopia. It says, Caesarion, who was said to be Cleopatra's son, was sent by his mother with much treasure into India by the way of Ethiopia. But we do not know where to locate this India, in East Africa or India proper. So when it says India proper, that's speaking about the land of India that we know today. You see how there's this confusion with East Africa. Let's just see a few other things. It says here as well, in fact, it was not until the 19th century that the confusion was seriously investigated. Okay, and this Schwanbeck, who was first scrutinizing Greek and Latin literature, listed the data relating to Libya, Ethiopia, which had been transferred in India and vice versa. He also offered the first real explanation for this amazing confusion. So he's calling it an amazing confusion. And he says it's about this phenomenon with the gaps and inaccuracies of the Greek and Roman knowledge. And description goes on to explain this confusion with India and Ethiopia. Just a few more things I wanted to show you. Now here it says, Homer praises the Ethiopians who dwell sundered in twain, the farthermost of men from where Hyperion sets, and some where he rises. So I think this Hyperion is connected to the sun, so it's saying, where the sun sets and where the sun rises. So it's saying these Ethiopians are in the east and the west. And this Ethiopian is a Greek word, and it means burnt faces. That's how when the Greeks saw these people with the dark skin with black skin, that's how what that referred to them as burnt faces. So that's what Ethiopian means. So it's the land of the black people, is what you'll be saying if you say Ethiopia. But just to show you that there's this Eastern Ethiopians and Western Ethiopians, it's a very important detail. And you see it goes on to say here, look, that there were Ethiopians of Asia. Okay, just the last thing from this study. See how it says, in the opposite direction, the name India was applied to some parts of East Africa. You see how important that could be for this Book of Jubilees, because it's saying the whole land of India. So what does it mean by this? We can't be entirely sure what it means, because if we just look at this map. So we're looking in this region here for Elam, but now Jubilees is saying that the land of Elam comprises the whole land of India. So then we might think we might be in the wrong place if we're looking here. But you can see with this article we might not be in the wrong place because of this confusion, that some parts of East Africa were known as India. So does this Jubilees mean that the whole land of India, is it speaking about this region, the regions in here in Ethiopia, or is it actually speaking about regions of India proper? But just to show you that we're not necessarily in the wrong place by looking here with this article. So it's very important. You see it says here, various pieces of evidence going back to the 1st and 2nd century CE clearly show that certain areas of East Africa were called India. So we're going to come back to this throughout the study, because this could be a vital study for this work that we're going to do.